Before every audition, the girl would take a painkiller and plunge her foot into ice-cold water. Even though the freezing pain was unbearable, she forced herself to endure it. Dance was her lifelong passion, after all. But no matter how much she tried to hide her injury, every audition ended in failure. The sharp eyes of the directors always noticed the flaw in her injured ankle. Just 3 months ago, she had been the lead dancer of the troupe. Eager to impress, she gave it her all during a performance, attempting a perfect mid-air split. But when she landed, her ankle twisted, and she collapsed in pain on the stage. Lying on the operating table later, her mind went blank. She never imagined her dream could be shattered so abruptly. 3 months later, Xiaomei was left with a lifelong injury, and no dance troupe would take her back. Yet, she refused to accept reality, desperately seeking another chance. However, the dance world is unforgiving, and without her friend's help, she would have been homeless by now. Seeing her friend struggling too, Xiaomei grew increasingly anxious. One day, a job posting caught her eye. There was a musical looking for female dancers. With a nothing-to-lose attitude, she decided to try. But to her surprise, the audition was far stricter than expected. Both the director and the show's investor were in the audience. As Xiaomei nervously introduced herself, the director immediately recognized her as the dancer who had ruined a previous performance. She hastily assured him she wouldn't mess up again, but the director asked her to perform the very jump that had led to her injury. Forcing a smile, she complied.
Again.
With her ankle throbbing in pain, she barely managed to pull it off. But the director wasn't done. He made her do the jump again and again, until she could no longer hide her injury. Only when her pain became obvious did he walk away with a smirk. Just as she was about to give up, the investor behind the director gave her an opportunity, but not the kind she expected. He asked her to mimic how a pig wags its tail. Humiliated, she flat out refused. After leaving the stage, she was overwhelmed with frustration and took 3 painkillers at once. When she saw the investor, Brother Chang, leaving the building, she wasn't ready to give up. She followed him, hoping for another chance to plead her case. She tailed Brother Chang into an apartment building, but the doorman stopped her in the lobby. As she tried to come up with an excuse to get past him, the medication she had taken began to kick in.